Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. There'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Ritter and London team up there. 1st down, Atlanta.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having...
Into a sea of defenders had intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready?
Here's Moon.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a 1st down throw, Moon. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Romeo Doubs
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Penny. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They're going to look to throw. Right back to Pitts again. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Penny, a 1st down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And a big 3rd. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Penny up the middle.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 14. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And that was one of the downsides of blitzing during a run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a pickup of 6.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Back to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can make...
Touchdown!
Drake London
from 21 yards away.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Saints 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25 yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, here's Moon.
They'll get this out to Kamara. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first and 10, Moon.
Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 34. Now Moon.
He completes it to Olave.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Moon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, Bubba, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, New Orleans!
So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just go running for looking to get a few yards. He's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's moved.
Out route to Hill, complete.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is a
touchdown, Saints.
Romeo Doubs
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. kick.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Inside handoff, Penny. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Leaves it for Petty.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's Moon. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A play fake. Now Moon. Finds Hill on the crossing route. Complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Second and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
To throw on second down, Moon. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Moon to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
To throw, Moon. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now,
and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Oh, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Oh, that was the thing, the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Open man left side, it's the tight end DeGuara. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on a catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Second and 11. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Penny will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few...
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Kamara. And some room to work. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Again, it's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now move. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd and 2, Moon. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Romeo Dobbs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback, reading the defense and getting into the open man. After recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Touchdown, Falcons! Rashad Penny. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, Our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Wow, 213 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Moon.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go. Strike.
And they take a knee.
Ready, break.
And they will take a knee here. Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter.